Cool. Let me just check. YouTube is behaving today. Yeah. So yeah, last time you came up in this carnival, I realised I was being an absolute idiot because you managed to pull the Cinderfell elevator up, as opposed to just a general random one, which you were meant to.
Uh, Sorry?
Originally, I wasn't going to have you, like, the elevator would be there, but I sort of assumed you wouldn't be able to get out that way, and you would have to find another way. But then Mario decided he was actually going to roll and repair it.
Yeah.
You fought off the... you fought off the cultists? Or...
For long enough to...
Yeah, to escape. You managed to save everyone, although several of them are wounded and bleeding. Oh, not bleeding, the one guy whose name I forgot.
Good job.
you made notes. You
Yes.
have all the names in the community load.
Yes, Marquis is able to patch up everyone. The maid has fainted at this point.
Yeah.
Useless.
At
Abby.
this point, she has done nothing but screaming and fainting since we managed to rescue her.
This is true, but she is a local.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now you're suddenly in
He
this
has
big
no idea what's going on.
Yeah. The only person that actually knows space is now passed out, so that's great.
Okay.
Didn't need her anyway. All great adventures go with blind luck.
So yeah. You look around.
What we should try is like find a hospital or someone that is an actual doctor and not just like dabbling in it.
Yeah.
For those that were really heavily wounded.
No one's too badly wounded as such. They're wounded, but they're not like critical. They're not like bleeding out or anything. Like they're wounded and they need time to rest, but they're not dying.
Yeah.
Looking around in just your immediate area, behind you is a warehouse. And on the door, slightly faded, but it's well preserved, given it's about 200 years old. It's the Cinderfell logo on the doors. It's big warehouse doors. They are locked. You can see the obvious, like electronic lock on them.
Mm?
So, but there is a sort of side alley to the side of it. There's also the rest of the city. It's actually a massive glass dome. Not glass, sorry, crystal dome. Sort of in the centre of the dome, above the big green area, for those of you on the map, sort of around here, there is a small structure up on the roof of the dome, and there's sort of like a spider's web sort of going around the edge. Sort of like, ignore the measurements because this makes no sense, it's not 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't bothered to scale it.
Yeah.
But there's sort of like spider's web, sort of like struts. It's a massive dome with a small structure on top. This sort of light green area to the one side, this is raised and you can sort of see it. The dark green area is sort of like the very top of it. You can't...
Is it like a city wasteland ruins or something?
No, this is a full, really posh city. This is like upper high.
Yeah.
So like there's marble, there's gold, there's there's a range of marbles, silver, gold, brass, silks, fantastic furs, all sorts. So it's like really posh. So yeah.
Since I'm really not comfortable in the middle of such a hustle and bustle, and especially if there are masked people around, I'd say we back off a little towards the side streets, maybe towards that Cinderfell warehouse.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So that's like my suggestion to the group.
Okay,
But
cool. There are people in masks, but they're not. They're like fancy masks, covered in jewels and
yeah,
paints
yeah,
and all sorts. They're not.
yeah,
They're not
yeah,
like the savage cultist masks, but they're still wearing masks.
yeah.
Um,
It's the like, why do they hide their faces? What do they need to conceal?
um, yeah. You're not actually getting that many. You're getting some odd looks, but you're not getting that many. Surprisingly, this is quite odd. Most of the looks seem to go towards you, Grey. Most of the odd looks seem to go towards you because you're obviously different because you're meant to be this big hulking lizard. Whereas sort of Serene and Pyra and say Zod. I can't say his full name.
Thrackers.
Drakazord are sort of more. They could sort of pass it off as masks and costumes. So
Yeah.
obviously, if anyone stopped and looked, they would realise you're not wearing costumes. You're actually a goat and a cat. But
Goat in armor. Thank you.
Yeah.
you're still a goat. I don't care. I don't care if you're a goat on a spaceship. You're still a goat.
That's impressive if there's a goat on a spaceship.
What would be
Goat's
impressive
high
is
quality.
is a goat captaining a spaceship.
Exactly.
Almost like a rogue
The
trader.
goat would probably chew on
Just
his
love how
face.
I'm not involved in this, but I'm in the call because I'm a lazy twat.
So yeah. Seeing as no one else is actually suggesting anything, I assume you go down the side alley.
Yep. Down with it.
So you go down to the side alley. You see sort of a door on the side. It's got an electronic lock, sort of like the main door, but it's it's quieter. There's not as much noise. You're sort of shielded some. You've got a bit of privacy. Sort of the gangers sort of block the entrance, so you can sort of talk, and the gangers will sort of shoo off anyone that just tries to be nosy. Not the gangers, the hivers.
Of the data slate and stuff, is there anything that has like that could fit as a key for those electronic locks?
Looking at the lock,
I think we do like to scribe and such. I don't know if he has appropriate key. Also, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I was going to say, you did loot an appropriate key. It's called the signet ring.
Well, I guess we'll use the signet ring.
Yeah, because the signet ring was the same, unlocks Cinderfell's scribe's data slate. It actually unlocks these doors as well. It's sort of like his master key. So you unlock it, you step into this warehouse, it's dusty. It's mostly empty, there's a few crates and such. There's also a gangway up to an office above.
The last time I went to an office, that didn't go well, and that was on a different thing. So I want to check these crates.
Such stuff then.
Just, see if I can remember how to do that. We got that modifier. Whatever.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
man.
I just said you had the signet ring, which acts as Cinderfell's master key. So you can just use it, so he doesn't have to carry keys and remember codes. You can just put his signet ring in. You managed to loot that earlier. So you're in a warehouse, it's dusty, there's a few crates. Serene completely forgot how to make a search roll. Because if you
Yeah.
click,
Wouldn't matter.
if you go into your character sheet and click on the number next to the skill, it will roll it for you. Oh,
Yeah.
if you click on the number.
Last
itself.
time I did this, I did this without roll 20.
Ah, okay, fair enough. But you fell.
There's the correct roll, and it was a fail anyway. So
Yeah. Mine was
What were you searching, Gray?
Hmm? Um,
Yeah. You just rolled search.
General look around what I can. If I notice something standing out.
There's like what's in the crates is just rubbish at this point because it's 200 years old. But you do notice there is a trail of blood. There's a bit of dried blood on the door handle, and there's a bit of a sort of a trail of blood going through up the stairs and to the upstairs office overseeing the warehouse.
What we know is that we noted from the picked feet of one of the Inquisitor helmets that the head guard, I think, was shot or wounded and escaped with the lockbox.
It was the actual Inquisitor. It's picked feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got his Rosetta, and it wasn't the head guard, it was the Phoenix guard.
Okay, yeah.
The head guard was killed, the Phoenix guard was the one that escaped.
Yeah, right. Anyways, whatever guard escaped with the stasis box was wounded and used the same elevator as we did.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it seems sensible to follow that trail of blood upstairs.
Okay. You head upstairs. I assume the rest of you follow.
Yep.
The others are sort of milling about downstairs. They're not really doing much. A few of them are looking through crates. One of the hand workers is like pulling on like these really rubbish, really manky looking furs and pretending to be quite posh. Much to the annoyance of the actual upper hiver you've got, Van's Villains.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just realised his name is Villains.
That happens.
Whoopsie. Oh well.
The irony.
I say we shoot him.
How was that
He's a villain.
sound?
There's a weird
I
bird.
just heard like a.
That's
What?
someone getting a text, I know.
That was me.
There's some weird
I thought
like
somebody had a
robotic birds in the
parakeet.
rafters.
Just.
Yeah, that's
That's all I
Yeah.
heard in the background.
It's a chocobo from Final Fantasy 17, and it's my
Hey,
friend.
do you have a I was about to say, do you have a parakeet or something? Because that sounds adorable.
yeah,
No.
that's where it was. It's Chocobo from 17. Anyway, no.
My
right.
friend talked to me about me having to go to therapy or some shit. Oh, fucking no.
Yeah, you're doing this instead. This is far better than therapy. You get to shoot stuff.
Also drinking wine.
Huh, that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you head up the stairs. In the office is more birds, which you shoo off.
That's all you just hear is.
Just imagine that old faded glory, ancient fancy, and all covered in nests and bird shit.
Yeah. This
Majestic bird shit.
Majestic.
yeah,
bird
this is a warehouse, so it's not actually that fancy to begin with. It's an office in a warehouse.
Yeah.
So but no, there's you scare a few birds. They fly out through an open window. There is a stasis box on the floor next to a skeleton. There's also an
Yeah, I'm
open
gonna
safe.
pick that up.
You pick up the stasis box.
Yep.
You realise it has 7 locks.
7 locks. And
Like
we
7
have,
bullets.
I'd rather say like 7 circuitry crystals.
Yes, you do have 7 circuitry crystals.
Yeah. But I think we shouldn't.
Probably wait until we get back on like a ship,
Yeah.
possibly safe.
I'd say that too. But we can't contact the rest of the crew from here, right?
No.
That's
You've got
main
short-range voxes. You need to find either a long-range vox or
Yeah.
an astropath of some description.
Yeah, which we don't have either. And our
Anybody know Morse code and how to do that with a flamethrower? We can find a flamethrower instead.
I'm just going to tell you
We'll
now.
signal them with light.
That's not going to
Serene,
work.
they are like half the planet away
Yes,
from us.
you're on
Signal
the
them with
polar.
light.
Yeah, I was going to say you were on the polar cap. You landed near the equator.
Yeah.
You're also in a
Yeah, so
massive
smoke
city.
Yeah.
Smoke
Just,
signals, by the way.
randomly.
Smoke
it's
signals won't work here, Chief.
You're
Yeah.
smoke signals won't work
That's
because
an
you're in a
idea.
glass dome.
Yeah. And we'd probably have the firefighters putting them out right away.
You'd probably be setting the firefighters on fire.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't see
Yeah.
the problem with this.
So can we try and get back on topic? Yeah, we somehow need to get the stasis box to either an airfield where we can charter or steal a gun cutter or something, or use a like public long range box to contact the rest of the crew.
Yes. Who is going to carry it?
I will.
Okay, Serene. I will note it down on your character sheet because it's important.
Yeah.
To remember who's actually got it.
Mm.
Because
I already did that.
Okay, this thing is very, very valuable, and so if you lose it, you will be screwing the party, and the rest of the campaign will be trying
Yeah.
to find it again.
Yeah.
That's why I'm the one carrying it. The guy with 2 hand cannons. Well, 1 hand cannon.
You've got
Or
only got
Yeah.
one.
hand cannon.
Okay. Are you going to check the rest of the room?
Yep, of course.
Switch rolls in.
Where is it? There it is. Hey.
Gray, you find that the skeleton is a felinid.
Yeah.
Shock horror. And there is
somehow.
Fucking cat.
Hey,
yeah, like half your only like one of your main officers
this
is
is
a felinid.
incompetent.
Yeah. Only one of your main.
It's all good, I'm joking.
You really seem to want to piss off all the felinid crew.
yeah.
This is the second time
A
you've
little
done
bit. A little bit.
Jackass.
it. Don't worry. He's actually racist to felinids because he keeps doing this.
Oh, you kitty. You're an asshole.
Never trust a cat. Never trust a cat.
What are you talking about? You throw a ball of yarn and we're easily distracted.
Exactly. Never trust a cat.
Self-racism.
Moving on.
There's a photo of the felinid, the maid and the guard. You recognise them. It's sort of like a nice, happy photo with the manor in the background. It's it's a bit faded and a bit bloody, but it survived surprisingly well. And there is also one clip of something which I need to find. Dun 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 dun.
That's what I need, is more ammo to shoot at people.
Yeah.
Special ammo.
There is a clip of, I'm going to say, bleed arounds.
So, I get 2 combats worth of bleeder rounds.
Yep.
In total of what I have.
Since I can't use stop ammo anyways, those go to you. So.
Yeah.
I'll blow another thing's leg off, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Fucking
there's also
funny
like
murder.
a stub revolver in the safe, but it's quite rusty and useless. Um,
I'll take it. I'd be
there.
able to throw it at something.
Yeah, okay. There's also some papers in the safe. Do either of you two have or literacy?
I do.
Give me a
No,
literacy
I
roll.
don't.
At .1.
Yeah, you recognise these papers are reasonably important. They're actually in a small satchel, which it seemed the guard was carrying. It. They're actually sort of not in the safe. They're like next to the safe, and you assume they were in the safe. They seem quite important, but they're a bit faded. You have high Gothic, don't you?
Yes. I
Um,
should, I think. Let me check.
You're a rogue trader. You should have it. Speak High Gothic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You realise these are the deeds to the Cinderfell Manor.
Alright, I'll take those too, I guess.
Okay.
Don't know what to do with them, but I guess technically I own Cinderfell.
Yeah, it's not that easy. You've got the deeds, which is good. You now need to get them to a member of the governing body of the planet and say, look, I've got the deeds, these are now mine. And so they'll recognise you.
Which is a little harder because yeah.
I mean, you
I
could
guess I got
pretend
the
to be a
deeds.
representative of someone slightly more important, say a human. Um,
We have a Hiver or whatever the fuck. I'll use him.
But
upper hiver.
he is an upper hiver,
Whatever.
but from somewhere far across the galaxy.
And he's also probably just going to
Well,
claim
he's
it
human.
from... Yeah. While saying, oh yeah, you've
Yeah.
got this upper hiver, he's most likely going to claim it for himself.
Well, he's kind of owes us. Plus, he's following us. So, I'll talk him
Yes,
into it
but
at some point.
he's an upper hiver. He's like...
I'm also a big scary goat man with a lizard guy. I don't think he'll be arguing too much if we follow him.
We'll get to that bridge when we cross it. Do you want me
Yeah,
to...
we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, most likely. Where do you want it noted down? Do you want it noted down on the community loot? Or...
I don't see why that'd be a problem.
Yeah, okay. Right. So now you've got the deeds, you've got the box of things, the warrant of trade, that's the thing.
Yes.
Thank you. My brain is just goo. Yeah.
Nope.
And you're in the middle of a city.
What you could try for the deeds is you do have the Cinderfell, or we do have the Cinderfell signet ring, so we could probably pretend to be representatives of a late heir of the original Cinderfell, or some sort of sideline.
That could
Yeah.
work. You would need to do...
Just think that
that
one.
would definitely be deceive tests, just to warn you.
Mhm.
Pretending
Yeah.
to be someone else is deceiving them. Whereas just trying to get them to be like, look, we've got them. It's probably command. Intimidation is obviously intimidating.
I say we go with the command test, because pretty good at that.
Yeah, but what would the
Oh
command?
no, you wouldn't be able to command them.
test-
Sorry, you'd be able to. You
Yeah.
could either intimidate them, saying, "Look, we're a big scary lizard. We've got the deeds. Are you really going to argue with us?" You could try and charm them, saying, "Look, we've got the deeds." You know.
We should go with the charm one.
But then you're
Yeah,
going to get
but
penalties for being a goat.
Yeah.
Or you could try and
We-
deceive them. Yeah, you need to work out who to actually go to first, or
Yeah,
where to go. More
that's-
importantly.
Mhm. So yeah, I think we leave that to a point where where we have at least our main where we have at least the round of trade secured. So for
So the better
now,
question is do we want that falling apart, rusted ass piece of shit mansion? It's kind of falling apart.
Just to remind you, there's a bunch of like broken gun cutters and gunships there, which would need several days to, like, it would require a lot of time to salvage them, but they are good quality parts.
yeah. So they are ruins, but it would first of all it would be land on a planet which is worth something like immobilia is always a great value. Then you have what's left in the ruins and not yet salvaged. And apparently, before we showed up there, no one really dared to salvage there.
Mm.
So, and third, it would have an access to the underground shebang.
This is true. Yeah. Well,
So I think,
yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
say, while it's a ruin, it's, it's quite the building might be ruined, but the structure of the building can be repaired. This is a pleasure planet, and so land on pleasure planets tend to be quite expensive. The estate is a decent size. It's maybe about 10 acres, so it's a decent sized estate. You obviously had there was this village. There might be other structures that were not destroyed in the fighting. As Gray was saying, it's mostly untouched. It doesn't seem like anyone really came there. Yeah, so just to inform you of, the estate itself. So yes, what would you like to do?
From like the roof of the of the warehouse or the upper story where we are now, can we have a better overview over the city?
What do you?
What am I looking for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for what could be like an airfield or a larger communication station.
Okay, give me an awareness test. Or a search test.
Where?
Fucking birds are back.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I apparently can't roll anything good today.
Okay, this grey circle over here looks to be some sort of airfieldy area, maybe? It's a structure on the edge of the city, that seems to go outside the dome. And this area over here seems to be sunken lower.
Pardon? It seems to be sunken lower.
Yeah, like it's lower than the rest of the city.
Okay.
I love the little face in the map, by the way. I just realized it.
What face? Oh, the
Yeah.
the dark area.
There's an eye there. There's a eye there. That's the nose.
Did not realize
and like
that.
the light
Green,
green bit is like a beard, and the dark green bit is like the mouth, like the lower lip.
And then his beard is escaping up here.
Yeah.
It's running away.
That's his That's his sideburns right there. And this over here, this is a guy surrendering.
Okay.
This is just like some weird hat that he's got going on.
That was not meant to be the thing. But yeah, okay. You spot the spaceport, and that's about it. You don't really spot any other landmarks as such. Okay.
So yeah, I'll point that out. Here seems to be where most of the air traffic goes to. and I think there's our best chance of getting like a charter flight
Yeah.
or something.
Do not forget, you still have the rest of the land team that landed there somewhere, and there's also the rest of the command team. That would be the Seneschal and whoever else survived.
Yeah.
Captain's dead. for what I
The
remember.
captain is dead, but the Seneschal is still alive, and the Seneschal is still quite useful.
I know their last order was to return to Cinderfell Manor.
No, their last order was to secure the warrant of trade.
Pretty sure we have that.
Yeah,
The
have.
Seneschal's last order was forget us, secure the warrant of trade. If someone realizes we're after it, if there's people work out there's a warrant of trade up for grabs, it will not be an option to acquire this. This is a one-shot opportunity. We need to acquire this.
Yeah, but I
ready
think
to
he
shoot
said
people if they
the
find out
rest
what's
of the team, those
rest-
that were like cut off, would return and regroup at Cinderfell Manor.
You have no idea what they would do because they got cut off and then you lost track. You saw their crashed monorail train. You saw it was in a fight with cultists, and then you lost them.
Okay.
Actually, you could ask one of them.
The Felenet we rescued, right?
Yes, who is also angry at Thraxod
Yeah.
because he keeps making comments about Finlands.
Nothing so sensitive. That's all I got for it.
I think that should most likely be a task for Prior, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not good with words, and Thraxod seems to bleed out anti-Felenet comments whenever he tries to talk to one.
Fucking cats. So sensitive. Kidding.
Yeah, but it's every time.
Specious.
Every time you run into a village, you just insult them. You accidentally insult them for somehow.
Specious.
I'm a dude. I make dude comments to dude things. Fucking cat. Not being such a
You'll-
pussy.
You'll never pet a pussy ever.
Well, not a pussy, but you know.
We're all going to hell so very quickly.
Yeah, I think Thraxod is going out the airlock
Mostly
before.
Serene.
Yeah, mostly Serene is going out the airlock before anyone realizes what's happened.
There can't be that many cats on board.
They can because
Part of the
they're-
crew.
yeah, Finlids are probably the most front of house
Most
crew.
widespread and most accepted.
Yeah, like
The
Finlids, Ogre.
The house likes how we do our job.
Yeah, Finlids are not required for the guards, and they're mostly human-looking. They're going to be quite widespread.
And they're mostly volunteers for everything.
Yeah, they're not. Unlike Ogrins and Rattlings, they're not required for the guards. And unlike Squats,
They just volunteer for it because they want to.
yeah, they're not required for it. And Squats have their own sort of branch of technology and stuff, and so they generally keep to themselves. They're like the Mechanicus in the sense that they are allies to the Imperium as opposed to part of it.
Okay.
Well, it's too late now to take back the racism comments.
Yeah. Anyway,
Roll with it.
I assume any of you apart from Serene can talk to the Finland, without insulting them. She informs you that they most likely would try and find the monorail station to secure the warrant of trade, and then try and regroup. But obviously they have no idea what's who's in charge and what they would do. They might try and double back on the tracks, but obviously with the signs of fighting, you're not sure how well that would go. They might just try and get up higher out of this and try and just get back to the ship. So yeah, you have no idea.
still, I think we
I just wanna
should
get back to the ship.
contact the ship because, yeah,
We got what we came for.
Okay. Right. You don't actually have any sort of way to navigate to the spaceport as such. You see where it is, but then that's not very easy to follow on street level in a massive carnival. Do any of
Yeah.
you have navigation land of some description?
I think we. No.
Can I use the stars to navigate these streets? Because if not, then no.
No, because it's bright. It's the middle of the day,
Yeah.
and you're in a glass dome.
The sun.
Sorry,
sunrise
it's like
is
a
which
it's like a
direction?
frosted
We'll head that
crystal
way.
dome. It's like a frosted crystal dome. You can't actually see outside, so. I mean,
Could
if
use
you
some of
really,
that Boy Scout shit.
yeah, if you
like the
if you really
cartoon
want
Boy
to, you
Scout
can make a
stuff.
roll, and then I'll tell you how well it goes.
I mean, can't hurt.
You narrowly avoid walking into a lamppost trying to work out where the stars are.
Yeah.
Good enough.
You do have a
Alright,
step in the
guys.
puddle.
That way. It's good. I have hooves. We go this way.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. So you end up getting to about here. It's slightly raised. I need to check what that area actually is. No, what? The heck is that? This is always a good sign when your DM goes, I don't actually know what this is.
Last time I heard that, one of the characters got an overpowered gun and I lost a leg.
What you playing?
Because they gave him... We were playing Rogue Trader, and the DM thought it was a good idea that a ship full of pirates would have this overpowered as fuck gun and would come walking down... Alright, to give you better context, our first mission was to find and kill a bounty, because we were nobodies and we needed the money.
Right.
So we get to this dome, we get inside the dome. The first thing we go to is this busted ass fucking like spaceship that would hold like 10,000 people or so.
Yeah.
And we see workers coming in and out of it, and I was like, this is obviously the pirate ship. What other reason would there be a ship in a dome next to a destroyed fucking city, busted as fuck, with people going in and out of a warehouse? So I was trying to get us to shell the ship to just kill everybody inside and not deal with it. And he was like, no. So I was like, alright, we're going to go into the warehouse. We get into the warehouse, we infiltrate. Our psyker got caught because psykers are blind fucking idiots. And he rolled really bad. So we had to go up to the like main office area where there was a guy with a gun. And he was like, we're pirates, what do you expect? Like, he just openly said it. So I was like, oh, so we should have fucking shelled this ship anyway. And he was like, no. Okay, so we shot the guy and we went onto the ship to try to like get the crew to come out and surrender, because as far as we knew, most of the crew was just like a shell crew of just workers and shit. So I took my flamethrower, and me being the missionary that I am, I was like, you heretics are going to come out of there, and you're going to get on your knees, and we're going to blow the fuck out of you. And like, nah, we're not doing that. So they sent like their captain or some shit with a heretical gun called the Blood Gun that does like 5d10s with 8 penetration. You have to make a willpower
5d10s?
check.
That
Yeah.
is some sort of pirate demon weapon, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we fucking killed the guy, and I was like, I want to make sure this gun is safe. And my friend was like, nah, I'm a xenophile. I get really horny when I'm around alien shit. I'm gonna pick that up. I was like, you shouldn't do that. When he failed his willpower test, turned towards me because I was the closest thing to him, and he went full auto on me and blew my leg off. And my character's in a death spiral because of it.
What the fuck did I return to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I heard was,
A
I get
typical.
horny when I'm around aliens because I'm a xenophile.
I could have told you off the bat that weapon was not not Xeno. It was demonic. It's chaos.
Yeah.
It looked alien enough to where the guy thought it was a Xeno weapon. Kind of thing. its look was alien, that was definitely heretical. I smelled the heretical.
It was all sorts of heretical at once.
Yeah.
Well, the guy came around the corner screaming "blood for the blood gun," so I was like, "That shit's heretical." So I burnt the fuck out of him with a flamethrower, and he just kept walking towards me, shooting at me, and missed. So we just like chainsawed the fuck out of him, and Cameron shot him in the face with a hand cannon and killed him. So Cameron got an overpowered as fuck gun for like the rest of the session. Blew my leg off, so my character is pretty much useless. So I have to make a new one.
Bionics aren't that hard
And
to
I
get.
was. Yeah, they're not, but my character's in a death spiral with basic weapons while my friend has overpowered as fuck gear. There's really nothing for my character to do except walk around with a bionic goat leg.
That was.
And the entire ship doesn't listen to the only missionary, so you know. They're like,
So it's just one
guys,
thing
this weapon is heretical. Yeah. My
Guys,
the entire ship is heretical, basically. I'm like, guys, this weapon is heretical. For the God Emperor, we gotta get rid of it. And they're like, I don't care. Like, oh.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm with you.
cool.
Anyway, going
It's-
back to like the context, I don't know how we got onto that.
Blood for the blood gun.
Yeah. Will one of you give me an intelligence check, please?
That should probably be me. That shouldn't be me.
Shall we all roll?
No,
Yes.
because you're not all trying to lead the party. That would be silly.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I appreciate, you're trying to do that, but you can't all lead the party. Only one of you.
Okay. Yeah, I was quite sure what the role was about.
No, it's trying to navigate, and now I need to find the scatter table.
Yeah.
This was a bad idea, guys. You should have let me lead the party. The most I'm good for is blowing my own leg off because my friend's an idiot.
Shush.
Hey, you still done more than my tech priest.
Exactly.
My tech priest fired one shot in the first session,
At
and then
least.
did nothing else. I sat behind a hill playing Minesweeper and drinking coffee. I literally, that's all I did for an entire 2 hours.
Oh, that is a bit sad.
It was hilariously amusing. And then when someone actually got shot, I was like, I'm not coming out of hiding. I'm staying behind this hill. Okay.
Yeah.
So Serene leads you into the wrong direction. What are these areas?
This place is confusing, guys.
Yeah.
I'm used to ships, not cities.
Yeah.
It's my excuse.
I like pat the sword on the head and go like, I see more people here than I saw on Nadaresh for a year. Like, I understand you can't find your way around this mess of steel and marble.
Put me in a ship and I can lead you around the winding corridors all day, but cities? Nah.
Oh, I need to actually find the actual section of the book that's in. Oh my gosh, I hate everything. Da, 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 da.
I was supposed to go into work today, but I didn't.
I have to work early tomorrow morning, but I should be home about like 1.
Well, I just got off of 3 days straight of like fucking 8-hour shifts in the middle of the night, and I had school today. So yeah, you could fuck
I'm
yourself.
part-time, so I'm like 4 hours, but in those 4 hours, I do everything humanly fucking possible across like the entire fucking store.
Yeah, well, I work in a nursing home, so my entire 8 hours is turning people that are like 300 pounds of dead weight, wiping their ass, and making sure dementia patients don't walk out into the middle of the street. So it's not like I'm doing light work of just like moving some boxes. No, dead weight people.
Um.
No.
And going to school. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you. I'll
Yeah.
fire me. I don't care.
Oh, bugger! I clicked the wrong button.
Have you found it yet?
Yeah. I was trying to. I did find it, and then you were going on, so I couldn't say anything.
Oh, just interrupted me. My bad.
I don't care about your job. I'm sorry.
I don't care about my job either.
Okay. That's it.
It's really not. I
Um.
hate my
Everything.
By the way, don't ever
yeah,
get a job.
as you're wandering the streets, you see you sort of like asking directions, and you eventually run into a youngish woman. She's she's quite well dressed. She's you're asking for the spaceport, and she's like, oh, you can't actually leave at the moment. Not in the Festival of Tattered Fates. The spaceport is only open to visitors, and those bringing in goods. You can't actually get off world until after the clock strikes 13.
Well, what if we're trying to signal our ship in so it can bring in stuff?
Oh well, you should be able to contact the spaceport then. There's some some long range boxes there you might be able to rent. You wouldn't happen to have seen this guy, have you? And she shows you a picture. It looks like her brother. She says his name is Lorax Malura. I will type it out there.
It has a more complicated name than me.
Yeah. She tells you she's from Mafia. It's one of the hive worlds. It's
Mafia.
Is it Malfi? It's Malfi, sorry. I think actually.
Oh.
World.
I was like,
Malfi.
so she's a planet named after the mob?
Malfi. There.
There we go. Malfi. Got it.
Malfi, sorry.
Yeah.
Tell.
I
have a
I'm sort of
planet for people like her.
Likely either.
I'm trying to hear all three of you speak at the same time while explaining stuff and read. Please forgive me if I say something wrong. I also
No, I
have-
was just confused. So,
I could need to make Captain Leader boss person as my entry. No, she asks about Lorax Malorith.
let's just call him Lars.
Lars. Yeah,
We
Lars.
just call him Lars.
Yeah, Lars. That's fine. His nickname's Lars. Bit like
We met someone, Alfie, but this name does not sound familiar.
Yeah, Elizabeth goes, oh, the Meliras. Yeah, they're one of the grand houses. The upper hive nobles. She sort of like curtsies to Lady Delaria. Her name is. That's not how you. Thank you, you stupid book, for being useless. Her name is Delaria.
Landra.
Calandra has come against. Yeah. You haven't seen him, and you don't recognise him as one of the few you saw in the pit. So yeah, what do you do?
When was the last time you saw him? What was he doing?
He was on Malfi. However, I got reliable information that he's here. He's here in Quiddis at the Festival of Tattered Fates. I can't even. She's following information obtained from Seercraft. So basically, she saw a fortune teller or whatever. Told her that Lars was here. It is here, not was here. He is currently here. She's
Where
willing to
is
help
it?
you if you're willing to help her.
If we meet your brother, we shall point him towards your residence, but we cannot promise to find him in this confusion.
I would like to not per se use her, but get benefit out of her, even if we don't plan on helping her. And I want to kind of try to like, if you can find us a way to like get us out of here early, when the festival's over or something, we can help you. Just we have to get something out of this place because it's a little, it's not meant to be here. I'm gonna try to throw some like goat voodoo in there.
That doesn't help.
I know.
That only makes things more confusing. Give me a charm test.
I'm trying to get this out of character. I'm trying to get this fucking stasis box out of here.
She's like, there's no way out of the city within the while the festival's going on. It's just not possible. There's only one way out the city that she knows of, which is the spaceport, and you know the security is locked down for trying to get out.
Damn.
Although she does,
Trying to get this.
yeah.
Jordan is just like, what is it with those hivers that they lock themselves up to have fun?
Yeah. So yeah, are you gonna try and do anything else? She gives you when you ask for like pointing in the right direction if you find the brother. She gives you directions to a hotel she is staying in. And it is by here. Hashtag. I'm clicking on the wrong thing.
Probably if you could put it in like a lighter color. So
I am
we
trying to do that. I'm currently
Okay,
fighting
sorry.
Roll20.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not cruel enough to. I do try and make sure you can see all the writing. Yeah, she's sort of just on the end of this, so
She's at the tip of the moustache.
yes. So yeah, anything else?
I guess we're gonna help her, right? Sound good to you? We have nothing else to do except stumble about.
Yeah.
Yeah. She asks if you're staying anywhere.
So,
We don't even know where the fuck we are.
we are in.
She explains the festival will last a few days to possibly a week. Longer. There's no one's quite sure when the festival will end because it's such a rare cosmological event. That it's quite hard to predict, even when it, it's still, people are able to predict it roughly, but they're not able to predict it sort of accurately, like pinpoint it.
I hate high-risk.
Yeah, like, so she asked where you're staying.
I'm going to shrug, because I have no idea.
Okay, she will give you a she says there's a nice sort of you know, there's still some rooms in the hotel she's staying in, and there's also some servants' quarters. She says as like a nice cheap hotel below it for your servants. She says, sort of glancing over at the party, seeing like the hivers and stuff. So you may get rooms
Well.
there. She's not going to pay for your rooms because obviously you're not directly like, you know. She's trying to be helpful, but at the same time, you haven't actually done anything for her.
Bumped into her.
Yeah, you bumped
Give
in.
her a fine. How do you do?
Yeah.
That
we-
doesn't help
We
her.
sort of.
You haven't helped her.
Maybe she was lonely. This is the best I got for
She
you.
informs you she was not in fact lonely.
Damn. All tried, guys.
So, sorry, what, you going to say something, Gray?
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going to say anything to that.
She's willing to tell you about the festival. She's also
Double
getting attacked
bird.
by birds.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just like shoo off the birds and
She thanks you.
before. Yeah.
She says these birds are a real pain here.
Yeah.
Fucking chocobos.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. She's willing to tell you some basic information. The
Yeah,
maid is
that-
also recovered at this point. She's no longer passed out.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
She's not screaming at the moment, so that's a good sign.
Okay.
I'd have to hit her at this point. We're in the middle of public.
What? She's not screaming. Why are you?
Yeah, that's good.
She,
I would
she
have to
has
hit her, she
recovered.
was-
She is quite fine at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I'm
if
just
you-
saying,
if
if
you
she was
hit her-
screaming, I'd have to hit her.
Oh right, sorry. You were saying I'd have to hit her. I'm like, why are you hitting the maid? Why are you assaulting your mate? Why are you assaulting this person?
No, what I meant was, if she was screaming, I would have to hit her, because we're in a public place, and screaming is not good for public places.
If she was screaming,
Yeah,
something
but-
would be horribly, horribly wrong, and there'd be a lot more people screaming. Let me put it that way.
She has been traumatized for the past couple hours now.
She's looking
And
shaken,
some form of law
but
enforcement will
she's-
be on the way.
Yeah. Huh? What was that?
I said, and some form of law enforcement would be on the way.
Yeah. She's shaken, but she's alive. So, you know, she's not screaming. She's definitely shaken. She's a bit jumpy.
That's why I won't talk to her at the moment.
Fair enough.
To keep her from screaming, I guess I could just pull her under, like, my arm. Give her a rub on the head. Kind of like a Big Brother kind of rub on the head. Not like a demeaning one.
Give me a chance
Right.
test. At plus 20. And fail miserably. Don't forget.
Negative 15 coming up!
It's not even
Exact
possible.
same negative. Don't forget your fate regenerates at the start of each session, and flipping
It does.
Trapezoid
I'm
has
going-
7 billion fate points.
Uh,
You have 6.
not
total
7
fate-
billion.
That is
6
ridiculous.
billion. Thank you.
You have 6 fate points. That's insane.
I'm gonna use the fate point on that one.
Like the average is like 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I've got double that.
I don't think I've ever seen a
I'm
character
gonna-
with 6 fate points. I don't think I've seen a character with more than 4.
Hey, you just gotta get lucky.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
And
wanna
choose the right things.
if you want to spend a fate point on this test, you can. You've got enough fate at the moment.
I've got enough fate to fucking waste it, and then some.
Yeah.
Like you.
Alright, we're not doing that again.
Fair enough.
Not meant to be.
It doesn't help. Like she's still like. "Ah." You're like.
Ah.
You sort of just like give up and just like hand her back to like whoever was holding
Yeah.
her beforehand. It's probably
Wh-
like the tech priest, not the tech priest, the tech aide, technomat.
What I
I would have. I was about to say. I think a tech priest would be the least comforting person to be around.
No, the technomat, the like your medic. Your
Yeah.
considering what else is there, probably it is. In that case. Anyways, what I do is like a stage whisper, you know. So
Yeah,
Um,
I get what you mean. If you say, just say, if you're
Yeah.
whispering, just say, I'm whispering X to Y. Don't be like,
Uh,
trying to explain a
no,
stage
no,
whisper
no,
to
no.
me.
No, it is like I try to keep my voice down so it doesn't sound too scary. And I just ask the Princess Julandra about that festival because all the talk about twisted fates somehow makes me scared itch, but
Um,
I'm not quite sure
she
why.
informs you she's not a princess, she's a lady. Monarchies are not something from Malfi, thank you very much. Yeah, she explains that the festival is the eclipsing of the sun. Because Quiddis has a very odd orbit. The planets and the moons here have very odd orbits. And when there's an eclipse, it's sort of a big festival. The Festival of Tattered Fates. There is actually an entrance on this somewhere, and that would be really, really handy.
Whatever gets the government more money, I guess. You can call it a festival, whatever.
She informs you that this isn't. This is still technically a colony, because the population never reached a critical mass. 5 families twice. My gosh, where is it? There's like a really nice sort of summary of it. It's tradition as old as the planets. Like everyone from the Calixtus sex comes here, and then some. A lot of people from Coronis Expanse come here, and further afield. The festival. It's also known as the Grand Carnival of Blood, or the Passing of the Black Star. It occurs every 5 to 6 decades. The stars have to be aligned, blah blah blah. The passing can last anything from a few seconds to a few minutes. And it's believed when the eclipse occurs, the Emperor's light is no longer shining on them. The Emperor cannot see them. And so any crime is permitted. She would be. She almost be like behind.
So the purge.
Yeah, it's basically like the purge, except it occurs every 60 so years, and it's for the snobs only. There are no poor people about to purge.
I was just about to say.
So we can shoot someone.
So it's like the purge.
Yeah, it pretty much is the purge.
It's the purge in
for
reverse.
rich people.
Instead of the poor people, it's the rich people.
Yeah.
Well, that planet must have amazingly working politics for that to happen.
Day is fault.
No, this is Imperium politics, so it's kind of completely broken and just tradition, and like it's just ingrained into them.
Gray, we're gonna shoot someone.
You are definitely going to have to shoot someone in the So when the eclipse occurs, it's called the Revel of Darkness. It occurs the 13th strike of the Black Clock. The clock is the steel clock is centered in the House of Harlock. The House of Harlock is in the center of the city. It's very easy to find.
Gray? This is gonna sound stupid, Gray. And probably suicidal. You wanna try to fuck with that black clock? Like, stop it from dinging so you know people don't die? Maybe?
I think more people will die if we stop that clock, but
Well, there's a lot of people out here that's gonna be shooting at each other. I think we'll be fine if we just stop the clock.
So, first off, getting to the clock is a bit hard because it's the central manor in the center of the city. It's invite only at the time of the festival. It's sort of like there's a big party there. It's sort of like the very grand of the grand go there. Secondly, the clock. It's not the clock that causes the event. It's the passing of the sun. The clock is timed to the passing of the sun. So.
I thought the clock was like the signal of like, yo, you can do that shit now and shoot people now.
When it gets dark, it's a nice come out.
Yeah.
There we go. I thought it was like.
Yeah.
Gabriel,
never mind.
That's it. At Gabriel Chase, that's the place. I knew there was a proper name for
Alright.
it.
That was my bad, guys.
Yeah, no. I get
Stupid
what you're going for. I'm just telling you that you're getting the wrong idea.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I understand your logic. I'm just saying this is what's happening.
Your good feelings towards humanity was put in the wrong place.
No, it's
And
a
in
fair idea. It's just like I need to explain everything and how it works. Like,
We have a ship big enough to block the sun? No. Okay.
No.
no.
And why would you do that?
I mean, no.
Because-
The city's like several like the city's it's a hive, so it's massive. So even if you were to
Yeah.
crash your ship into the city, it would be encumbered. There.
I wasn't gonna say crash the ship into the city.
No, but like if you put your ship inside the city, it would fit inside.
Oh, okay.
And your ship is several
It's like
kilometers long.
Okay.
It's like a Hershey's bar inside of a bowl.
And,
Yeah, pretty much.
so
Anyway,
just like,
um,
why did I ask? Why did I ask?
So yeah, she'll
Oh,
help
God.
you. She'll point you out some landmarks if you want to know some landmarks.
That would definitely be helpful.
I mean, if we're gonna find her brother or whatever, I guess it'd be helpful.
Um,
Ooh,
Yeah.
one thing that I would like to know:
sure.
like anybody important? Has she asked anybody important? Anyone shady? Like, what kind of areas has she been to? Like-
she's just sort of going about asking people. She's not really the sort like, unfortunately, she's not really sure on who to go to ask. There's a small quote unquote government that are located above the Gable Chase in the sort of top of the dome, but they're quite useless. They're sort of just like a token force because this is a colony. It's owned by a rogue trader, the House of Harlock. However, there is no more descendants of House. Oh, there is descendants of House Harlock, but there is no clear lineage. Everyone with like a clear lineage was killed off.
It's more they have too much successors.
Yeah, there's like so many heirs with such diluted bloodlines at this point, it's just completely useless trying to work out who the heir is. Plus, then you've got to try and get through red tape, and other people's red tape, and then the red tape that is the Imperium, and then some more red tape because it's a roaring trade, so of course there is. Basically, it's just like a short-term
There's
government
plenty of,
in a long-term situation. It's like, yeah, it's just completely useless.
and then there's a mess the original Harlock got himself into.
Yeah.
Out of character, but
If this was Dragon Age, there'd be like a 5-minute quest on how to pick an heir.
She, like,
here,
No, if
here
this is
it is
Dragon
like,
Age, it'd be a 5-minute
to-
quest just to open a door.
yeah, this is 41st Millennium. Like, good luck trying to do anything. She informs you that she's actually now, she's got, she's, like, a distant relative of, like, she's got Harlot blood in a lot of veins, but she's not, like, her family's not one of the ones that go after, try and debate for it, you know. It's sort of like, oh yeah, I've got Harlot blood in me. Posh. Or not posh, depending on your point of view.
Sounds like Kentucky.
I don't get that reference, but
Sure.
okay.
A joke is that everybody from Kentucky has fucked their cousin at some point, so everybody has the same bloodline.
No, it's not like that.
but-
Yeah. Gray, if you want to tell them about, I will allow your out of character knowledge of Harlock to be allowed for this. I think that's fair enough.
Okay. Well, what I know is that he had dealing with Halo artifacts, which are some horrible corrupting stuff that probably makes someone immortal, but known to turn someone into warp spawn over time. Yeah, and yes, there are too many hairs that all are after those Halo artifacts, despite that. And after all the acquisitions he has made all across the galaxy. Half of them heretics, the other half Xeno, so also heretic. And yeah, that's what I know right off the bat.
Okay, first off, Halo artifacts aren't sought after by just Harlocks. Descendants of Harlocks.
No.
Yeah.
But does have like a head start on the Harlock Halo artifacts.
Yeah, some of them do. Like, most of the Harlock bloodline was slaughtered. I assume, like, between Grey's... Like, between, like, because the Harlock's quite well known. Or infamous Rogue Trader. There's a few major ones. I'm trying to find the name of the one that this colony. Because there's a few... in the Crusade... some random Harlock which I've never heard of and will never hear of again. Who is it that came up with this con? I'm just trying to think.
Who cares? Let's move on.
Yeah, but no, there's like this thing. It's like there's a few major Harlocks, so trying to get the right one, because it's not because one made up this great con of just basically selling off all the land to nobles, and then permanently keeping this place as a colony. So it never became anything more than a colony with a massive fancy hive. And then there was another Harlock that just slaughtered everyone.
If that Harlock was smart, he would have slaughtered everybody and reclaimed the city. Made it a, not a colony.
He slaughtered everyone because his family was in a civil war and they killed his wife and daughter, and so he went insane and killed off all the Harlocks.
Sounds like the plot of it. That sounds like a plot to like every first-person shooter.
Yeah, and then he
killed my
went
wife
even more
and
insane,
kids, so I killed their face.
yeah, no, and then he went even more insane and like disappeared into the stars. And no one quite know what happened. But because he slaughtered all the Harlocks,
no one questions.
Yeah, because he slaughtered all the Harlocks, there's no rightful heirs anymore. So, but he had like loads of land all over the place because he was a major powerhouse. Because the Harlocks were a major power force in the Crusades. So it just ended up in this massive.
Deus Vult.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's anyway. So yeah, what was I trying to get at? Bureaucracy, that's right, it's totally useless here. There is some, she informs you of a place where there are people...
We should go talk to the shady people in the shady part of town, because they always know something.
She tells you the shady part of town is this darkened area over here, and it's called the Collapse Palaces? Yeah, the Collapse Palaces.
I'm gonna look at Gray, see what he thinks about going to the shady part of town.
I just shrug. I have no idea what on Nadoresh it is considered a bad fortune to venture into collapsed towns. But I do not know if this hive is anything like the collapsed towns at home.
We might get mugged, as far as I understand. Someone might try to hold us up at gunpoint.
On Nadoresh you might get cursed.
Well, I mean, we're in a town that's about to go shit side up when the sun gets blocked out. So I mean, we're probably in a cursed city anyway.
Yeah. She says she's mostly been sort of this area, the Arkan Follies and the high steps of Pleasure Gardens. totally not slashy. The high steps of the.
Why does that sound like a place Zeus would have founded? Right up there in Olympus is the high steps of the pleasure garden.
Yeah, that's it.
That's where Zeus goes to get a new wife like every other day.
Zeus is half the way to Slaanesh anyway.
Yeah.
He'd also fuck over everyone.
Right. I'm going to tell you
Okay.
now. Your first objective should probably be getting somewhere to stay. You are all tired. You've been underground for several hours. Like 8, 9, 10 hours. Several of you are wounded, likely. You've also got members of your party that are much more wounded. You haven't eaten. You didn't really bring. You didn't like expect to be stuck on the ground for like 10 hours. So you didn't really bring any food or water for that long. You had some like drinks on you, and snacks, but nothing like that long.
Yeah.
So you're all tired and hungry and such. If you want to do anything else apart from searching, like if you start searching around for something else other than a room, I will start giving you levels of fatigue.
No, I'd say we first need a rest and a chance to plan without having constantly to dodge some revelers.
As she says, the Deleuze hotel, the hotel where she's staying at, there's rooms available there. There's also servants' quarters, sort of. There's like lower class rooms there as well.
Maybe we should make our ways there.
You could also look for
Oh.
other rooms and other places.
Yeah.
The collapsed palaces are like slums, so you might be able to find someone to just bum there. You could go back to
I
the.
was about to say we could go back to the warehouse and rough it there.
Yeah, I was gonna just say the exact same thing. You could just rough it in the warehouse.
The birds, man. We gotta be careful of birds.
It's not.
I think the birds are about the least dangerous thing
Hey.
in this city.
No, the most dangerous thing to Silverthorns is feliners.
Yeah.
Kidding.
And
Joking.
besides that, this planet has a massive cultist infestation underground.
Yes.
Head back down there and take a nap.
Yeah, you could head back down there, take a nap. You could just shoot yourselves. That's the way of sleeping.
No.
Just execute yourselves.
Execute yourself with impunity.
Yeah, save.
It's got to be a little bit fancy
save.
about it.
Yeah, save whoever's gonna actually do it the time and just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save the cost.
Welcome
I'll
to
throw
the
bullets
DI.
up. I'll throw bullets up if I drop any. We just start shooting each other.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
there's
the
no roof to bounce off.
DIY. Shoot yourself.
Bounce it off a wall. All right, let's go
no.
grab a nap in the
I
warehouse.
was gonna say, yeah, like, where are you going to sleep apart from shooting yourselves?
6 feet under, in the warehouse. Let's go sleep.
You going back to the warehouse?
This
Give me an
I'm
intelligence.
not paying for a fucking hotel.
Okay, someone give me an intelligence check at +20.
What's your intelligence? Gray?
having intelligence.
I would suggest the tech priest do it, but the tech priest is not doing anything, so.
Gray, what's your intelligence?
You don't want to know.
So, is it lower than 38?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I will make that roll then.
You know, Joran got
That was a bad idea.
what? 30 plus 20.
I need to find my scatter table again.
Gray, come on, buddy.
Joran's brain got like massively fucked up during the process that transformed him into a lizard.
Well, we better fucking hope that his brain got messed up in the right way. You can tell directions, because I can't.
Will you both make me a toughness check, please?
Oh, that's the one thing you can do.
No, I can't do anything today.
Okay, you both need to make me a toughness test. Seeing
Yeah.
as Mayo isn't actually rolling anything, there's no point making him. Okay, Grey, you take a level of fatigue. And then I need
Yeah.
another intelligence test from the party. This is again at
Great, you want me to do that again?
Now you try.
Don't forget
Okay.
you have fate. That's regenerated
Yeah.
every session. Like
I'll retry that.
and I do house rule it, so you can spend the fate
Yeah,
point to get a convenient.
actually, can I spend a fate point on the toughness check?
Yes, you can. I was going to say you can also spend fate to get convenient items or convenient NPCs. This is part of my house ruling.
Yeah,
I am
know.
trying to remind you that you do have fate
Yeah.
because you guys never use it.
I tried to reroll that toughness check.
Yeah, okay. Great, you feel a bit tired, but you sort of like just decide to just tough it out instead. Serene again failed to his intelligence test.
Not burn, use a fate point, just get us where we need to go. Jesus Christ.
You end up back over here.
That was pretty close to where the warehouse was, wasn't it?
The warehouse is next to the elevator.
I don't see the problem.
You did actually lead us away from the elevator.
You've gone round in a circle at the moment. Quite literally. Another intelligence...
I'm gonna use a fate point to try at least, like, get us someone who knows where to fucking go.
Okay, you spend a fate
I mean,
point and you get directions. You find someone who's actually helpful and... you find like a security guard, not officer, and he... enforcer, that's the word. And he directs you back to the elevator.
And the warehouse, so...
You get back to
Good
the warehouse.
thing I'm not such a stubborn asshole, I won't ask for directions.
Yeah, the maid says she wants to head back to where her manor, her lord's manor is. And the upper hiver is really furious that you're just roughing it out. The mid hiver is also a bit grumbly about just roughing it out.
I'm gonna look at him, I'm like, do you want to spend the money on the hotel? Or would you like to actually get some sleep?
I would like to spend the money on the hotel.
Well, where's your money? Let me see it.
You just want to... What?
Yeah, exactly. We ain't got the money, it seems. I guess we're roughing it.
He slaps you. He just like slaps you, like dueling slap. Like,
He challenges you to duel.
yeah.
He really wants it out, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's an upper hiver. You're just like, oh yeah, let's just sleep in this warehouse in this massive fancy city. You're like, you're walking like streets of marble. Like, this is the most grand place you've ever imagined. And you're just like, yeah, let's go sleep in a warehouse. On, like, a cold, hard floor that's covered in dried blood.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm down with it. I'm imagining the places here are expensive.
the places here are probably
and we're
expensive.
kind of poor.
But you could spend a fate point and say you've got some ship credit.
Good.
Or you could try and find somewhere that isn't just a warehouse.
Turn this place into a nice place.
You know, I am offering you other alternatives, and you're just like, no, let's rough it out. Also, you will take fatigue if you just rough it out in a warehouse, because you're not going to have any food, you're not going to have any water, and you're going to be sleeping rough.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good point.
like, I'm just putting this into context. You're sleeping with no camping gear. It doesn't rain or anything here, so sleeping indoors, quote unquote, doesn't matter. But you're not having any food, you're not having any water, and you're sleeping on a rock hard floor. So,
And anyways, even if we were out in the street, we're still sorta indoors because of the massive glass dome.
yeah, it's nice and warm. It's
Yeah.
I doubt it would rain in this dome.
It doesn't rain in this dome. It's a nice temperature. It doesn't rain as long as you're not in a garden. If you're in a garden, then you might get hit by sprinklers, but meh. Or if But no,
I
it doesn't.
just-
There's no weather. Oh, there's some like mild winds every now and again, but like only enough to like, you know, ruffle tapestries and stuff. It's not like sleeping indoors does
Right.
not affect. You're effectively sleeping on the street, and
Yeah.
a noble is not going to be happy with it. Actually, either nobles are not going to be happy with it, and the maid's just going to wander off if you're going to sleep here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you said she was going to wander off anyway, didn't you?
Maybe the maid can point us to some sort of mid-hive or middle-class hotel that is not as expensive as Accent Folly or higher gardens hotels where the very noble stay, but probably not in the slums or something.
give me a second. I need to pull up a name.
Logically, I don't think my character would enjoy a high-end hotel. So he's used to sleeping on a ship, so I don't think a grand
Yeah.
hotel will fit him well.
You'd still have like a bunk
I'm not
bed
saying
or a
sleeping
hammock
on like.
there.
Yeah, I'm not saying we stay in the warehouse. I'm just like, I don't think the Grandeur Hotel will fit him too well. Too soft a bed.
And the noble would probably retort, yes, you're more used to stables.
At that point, we had to throw some hands.
He's already slapped you, by the way.
Yeah.
I know. I'll
Yeah.
get him in a moment. I'll get 'em.
Yeah. She leads you back to House of a Rogue Trader. House Orleans. She says that while she doesn't know exactly where any sort of mid-hive ones is, off the top of her head, she can talk to the people there and into the house, and find somewhere, you know. So, or you might be able to convince the Rogue Trader.
I'll try to do that.
So yeah, so you sort of you rock up. You look like a bunch of misfits, because you're covered in blood and dirt and gunk and everything. You scarcely the butler sort of answers the door and then just immediately runs away when he sees you all. The maid sort of scurries in and goes, "I'll go get Lady Orleans." So she scurries off. Comes back a few moments later. She's Lady Orleans is sort of has like a bit of a piratey look to her. She's got a nice body. She's quite charming looking. She's got a bionic eye. She's sort of got like the piratey look, not like a pirate, but sort of like a stylized pirate, if that makes sense.
Like a carnival pirate.
Yeah, she's like a carnival pirate. She's still got the Imperium signia on her and stuff, and her house signia, and she eyes you up with suspicion. She sort of stops halfway down the steps, like just eyeing the group of you.
Thank you, sir.
You're also trailing mud in the house. What do you guys say? How do you react?
That is her maid, correct? That we just brought her?
Yes, you did
Yeah.
just bring out one of her maids. You just did return one of her maids. The maid is sort of like, you can sort of hear in the background, sort of like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're safe." Blah, 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 blah. That sort of nonsense in the background from the other maids talking to her.
I guess I'm just gonna casually just shrug like, we found your maid underground with cultists. Should probably take care of them a little bit more.
She looks very oddly at you when you say cultists. Cultists?
Yeah, wearing some weird masks. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were in some hole in the ground.
Didn't I pinch the mask of one of those cultists?
I'm sure you can probably pinch the mask off a cultist. Probably the one you picked up, the half body you picked up.
No. I think I like tore the mask off one to see how corrupted they are or something.
Yeah. Then they were human. I remember that.
Anyways, I'll show her that mask I've stolen, like this, looking like this.
She steps down, takes it, and looks over and goes, "The Beast House."
Sure, if that's what that's from. They had a bunch of random people in a hole, and we kind of found them, and some dude released some weird see-through bear dog things, and we had to kill them and save them. Your maid was one of them.
I point down and say, "You may call it Crimson Cages."
The red cages.
Okay.
She corrects you and says, "It's red cages, not crimson cages." She's like, why don't you lots just go have some baths? You stink, you're making a mess, you're bleeding on my floor. The butler is probably going to murder you when he realizes the mess you made. So
don't worry, the hiver over there can help the butler.
The hiver
That
does not
was
look
a
amused.
very bad idea.
The hiver does not look very amused.
Laughing.
She's like, why don't...
We would much appreciate having a bath and a place to rest our paws.
Yes, go have a bath, get some sleep. We'll have dinner in a few hours' time once you've rested. I want to hear about this because my maid is a nobody, to put it bluntly. So I'm curious as why someone would kidnap my maid. I
I'll
know
leave that for you. Really watch out.
No,
I'm just gonna try to like.
She looks at you really.
I'm just trying to get her intrigued. Kinda.
She's intrigued, and then she just looks at you bluntly when she says she's trying to kidnap you. And she's like, "I do not look like anything like my maid. Thank you very much." The maid is like,
they might be trying to plant a spy or some shit.
she's got black hair with a bionic eye. The maid is like a blonde-haired, short, round. You know, like.
I didn't mean like kidnap her. I meant like try to get someone in her house that can get to her. Kind of thing.
I think they
I
would
think
have...
you need to go lie down.
Yeah. Fucking get off my screen,
I think-
piece of dirt.
I grab Suckershot by the horns and give him a calm down for now sign. Stop it. Stop it, you're making things worse.
She goes, "Yes, you are. Thank you." Go like she like points at you, Gray. Goes, "Thank you." Points at Serene. You need to lie down, and it makes some sense.
Yeah.
This is twice
So,
now
I
I've had
guess-
rogue traders dig a hole unnecessarily. Like have it perfectly, and then just keep going and just keep digging and making it worse. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is twice this has happened.
That's sort of...
Like literally, like there was like had the perfect deal, and then just kept going, and it was just like, what are you doing? I'm making it worse.
Yeah, and it was twice that I was like a supporting party member and was just facepalming.
Yeah.
What? You had it. Yeah. No, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's probably because I've been drinking. I don't know.
I'll
It's
just
fine.
steer.
It seems to be a tradition with my rogue traders that they all can't realise when they've actually done what they're meant to be doing, and then keep going and making it worse.
Just like steer Sarkazot away and to whatever quarters she allows us in.
Yeah, she
Probably
sort of like
some sort of servant quarters or...
she'll house she says I'll get some of the maids to make up a sort of community guest room for your party. She points at you, the two of you and Pyra.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other Felid, because obviously the four of you look very different. You're in full combat gear with weapons, whereas the others are just like in rags.
Yeah.
One of them's carrying 2 skulls in golden helmets.
Yeah. Which is not suspicious at all.
Several of them are bleeding.
Yeah.
And they're all human and you're not. So she's like,
Yeah.
I'll give you a guest room, I'll set it up, there'll be some bunks in there. And then the others can have some servants' quarters. And then at this point, the noble like steps up and you like starts like, no, I'm a noble, blah, 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 blah. And like the mid-hiver noble's like, can you just do like a small bunk for the 2 of us? That'd be great, thank you. And like Olene's just like at this point, Olene's just like arguing with these 2 nobles.
Yeah. I'll just lead sort of way to our quarters, and what the nobles make out amongst themselves, I leave entirely to them.
Yeah. Shall we
I'm
call
gonna
it
whisper
there?
to Gray. Yeah, whisper.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can either call it there or...
I think that's a good place to call it because Serene's just drunk and not realizing when he's hit the goal.
I'm not drunk. I'm buzzed. I'm
Okay.
getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
You've had
I
alcohol.
don't have enough to get drunk, sadly.
In my books, if you drink alcohol, you're automatically drunk. I don't care how much, you're just drunk. 1 sip, you're drunk.
I don't know how that works.
No, but no. Let's call it there. Honestly, I feel like Gray should have made a character that can actually talk.
I told you this was a bad idea, having
Yeah,
me be the leader.
I appreciate like Gray wants to be the lizard, and you know, he wants to be something
Yeah.
different. But like, you are actually a very good talky character person, Gray, and you don't
Yeah,
realize it.
Gray, I think I made a point when we were making my character. I either
Yeah.
play the in-your-face, let's get this shit done, or I play the rogue that doesn't talk, and there's a reason.
Yeah, okay.
I have a very bad sense
What I think
of
as
judgment.
like a long distance goal is that we make our own cipher, like a sign language, so I can give like a sort of clues without scaring the other people.
My character is slightly like autistic or some shit. Just doesn't get social cues every now and then. Or whatever.
If you get Secret Tongue, I'll assume that when you get Secret Tongue Rogue Trader, it's a Secret Tongue of your house. So if you were to get
Great,
Secret
get on that.
Yeah, if Grave was to get Secret Tongue Rogue Trader, house whatever this is, house flipping Abhuman. Oh yeah, Secret Tongue Abhuman. Actually, that makes sense. If you get Secret Tongue Abhuman, that'd be sort of the code between Abhumans to talk to each other
Okay.
without scaring everyone, because you're all a bunch of psychopaths apparently.
Oddly, I think if our Rogue Trader house had a name, it'd have to either be my character's last name or Pyra's last name, because they're the fancier sounding ones
Yeah.
compared to Vorgan.
Void Storm.
Yeah, Pyra Voidstorm or Thrakazad Silverhorns.
Not every Rogue Trader house has to have a fancy name. It's their fancy actions that matter.
Yeah.
It's the fancy
I mean,
name that gets you to underestimate.
House Orleans
There's
or
there's
House
house there's House Scounge, there's House Feckwad.
Fuckwad?
What?
Fuckwad?
Feckwad in the house.
Wait,
in my notes.
when did the king from Shrek get a house in Warhammer?
Because he has to compensate for something.
Alice Fuckwad.
Carwin Feckwad.
I am Lord
Yeah,
Farquaad. Did
you
you just say fuckwad? No,
You can say that. You can spell that last name however you want. Don't have us run into this guy. I will make fun of him. I will
that
be
will
Fuck
likely
one.
result in a duel.
great. If we run into anyone called Feckwad,
Yeah, I
just
know.
put your hand over my character's mouth so I cannot talk. I
Yeah.
will just keep
I-
saying,
I'll
"Okay,
just,
Fuckwad."
squeeze your snout shut.
I really want to do Lord of the Expanse now, just so you run into him.
I can make a new character that doesn't talk.
We can cut out your tongue. There is mechanics for being muted.
There also is a mechanic for me becoming a heretic and dying.
Becoming a heretic, we'd start being playing Black Crusade, in which point I would just shoot you with an Inquisitor Assassin.
Exactly. Let's do that part.
There's
And then I'll make
there's like
a
a bunch, there's like a whole conditions and special damage, which is like amputated limbs for like hands, arms, eyes, foot, legs, being blinded, bleeding out.
I think it would be a bad idea to cut my character's tongue out, saying how I'm the only one with the stacks.
You can be deafened, you can be set on fire, falling, stuns, suffocation.
Trust me, I know about these. I lost a leg. I
Being
also
thrown
lit a
into-
guy on fire.
Yeah. Fire's fun.
No.
Except when you're a tech.
Not.
It's not
not
really
when you're
effective against
flamethrower
machines for
sucks.
some reason. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm gonna give you 100 XP for this session because you got bugger all done. Do you feel like you earned any more than that?
I actually feel like we earned even less. Like we actually didn't do anything.
You
We
got a house stay
scampered-
for the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a Hiver's got a death wish.
Hiver, what? The upper Hiver,
Yeah,
no, he's a
he's
noble.
laughing. He's got a death wish.
I really don't want you to. Never mind. That is entirely between you two nobles.
I'm not a noble.
Um,
One noble and a wannabe noble.
He did say that he would reward you if you got him back to his hive. He didn't say alive.
I also. This is true. I mean, a little finagling. We got his corpse back to his family. They can give him a burial. We can get rewarded. We can leave.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole deserved it.
His hive is what? Is
Skrillum.
He is a noble. Noble blood is quite expensive.
No, it's not.
And that is what noble
It's
blood.
not
That
expensive.
is, I think you would really enjoy Black Crusade.
I
but,
feel like he
that
would.
we aren't playing that.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently. Although Grade wants to really use the Black Crusade mutation charts.
Yeah, that is true.
I say we just start up a campaign of Black Crusade.
I feel
Sounds
like,
it's in all
I
our
feel like I
ballpark.
should just axe this and just redo everything in Black Crusade. Next session, you'll be summoning Chaos Space Marines.
We'll be summoning Cthulhu.
No. Don't want to summon Cthulhu. It's the wrong myth. It's the wrong god. Slanesh you want to summon. It's always Slanesh. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end the stream.